followed towards the final quarter of a mile by Brosey. They're tightly grouped. On the stand side, it's Farrett C from Arizona Blaze. Going between them is Bobby Rose as they pass the two. Then comes Rowdy Yates, who's making good ground, followed then by Linsky and Marion North trying to pick up ahead of Brosey and Monotone knocked back to last. It's Arizona Blaze challenged by Rowdy Yates, these two together, heading inside the final furlong, going on a couple of lengths in front of Marion North. Nothing between Arizona Blaze and David Egan. Over on the far side is Rowdy Yates and Colin Keane. It's nip and top, 50 to go. Arizona Blaze is getting on top, close to the finish to open another new season for Adrian Murray. Second is Rowdy Yates, and Monotone stayed on again for third.
History repeats itself. Emma Racing and Adrian Murray strike in the opening race of the season. Arizona Blaze does what Bucanero Fuerte did 12 months ago. Kevin Stott was in the plate then. David Egan in his new role, partnering Arizona Blaze to victory here. It was a good scrap, Fran.
Shout Never, followed by Stag Knight, Big Gossie, right in behind them with Mickey the Steel, and then Polar Bear and Gustavus Weston. Thunder Bear is next. Verhoeven has dropped away tamely, racing to the final furlong and a half, and it has 2 stars, tackled by Stag Knight, a length in front of Thunder Bear, who's trying to slalom a passage through. Real Forces coming home well over on the far side, the grey. 200 yards to go, 2 stars, Stag Knight. Real Force comes to join them, 2 in front of Laugh a Minute and Polar Bear and Mickey the Steel, and it is Real Force who's away and gone from Stag Knight. 2 stars, Laugh a Minute gets going when it's too late. Real Force, good winner from Stag Knight. Laugh a Minute up for third, 2 stars fourth.
Well, the finish has been dominated by those near the top of the market here, and a little bit of a touch landed, it would appear, by Real Force, who's come home very strongly out in the centre of the track. Underway in Hassett to score here for Gerald Leary and his Lance Bloodstock limited outfit.
Zaghi. Little has changed, racing to the final quarter of a mile, turn up the beat from a smooth travelling Marty the Party, who's coming there stylishly with Procrastinate quickening up over the far side, with Late Night Talking. Subjugate Old Faithful tries to dig in ahead of Slaney Swagger, racing to the final furlong, and it's Marty the Party and Procrastinate who kick away from the field. Old Faithful after them in third and gaining inside the final 200 yards, and it's Procrastinate battling it out with Marty the Party. In third place is Old Faithful. Procrastinate is getting the upper hand from Marty the Party. Procrastinate is off the mark straight away for Billy Lee and Paddy Toomey, seeing off Marty the Party and Old Faithful next.
So it's a perfect start to 2024 for Paddy Toomey. Procrastinate makes a winning introduction here under a confident ride from Billy Lee. Marty the Party travelled very powerfully to take up the lead coming inside the final quarter of a mile, but Procrastinate.
Rocket Lady Delilah is towards the back end of the field as they race towards the final 2 furlongs, and it's Next Trick from Nativity Square. Zainab pushed up over on the far side, being followed by Mayfair, who gets a reminder. These 4 are almost at a line, followed by Finchgale Lewis. Making good ground in the green jacket is Money Dancer, and then Fleur de Sheen, Marvellous Lady and Guy Nardi inside the final 200 yards, and Mayfair is driven to the front, challenged by a wandering Money Dancer on the near side with less than 100 yards to go, and it's Money Dancer and Mayfair together. Money Dancer edges it from Mayfair. Finchgale Lewis third, then Nativity Square and Zainab. Next Trick and Fleur de Sheen followed in by Ganari.
Turns out we had a bit of a fly in the ointment here. 16 to 1. Money Dancer has made a winning debut for Noel Meade and the champion jockey Colin Keane. They had a 2-year-old run very well in the first by Make Believe, and this filly by Bellardo.
The final 2.5 furlongs, and Goldana has come to press the purple jacket on the outside of Magical Sunset. Over on the far side, Everlasting, with in between horses Mama's Girl, and coming through very late and well in the purple and white is Brilliant, and then Alpharats. The picture is changing. Goldana is picked off by Brilliant, then Alpharats. Everlasting over on the far side. This quartet covered by a couple of lengths, gone away from Magical Sunset. Nothing between Alpharats, Brilliant and Goldana over on the far side, deep in the closing stages. It is stride for stride. Brilliant by neck to Alpharats and Goldana.
Tough work for these fillies, and Brilliant has shown guts in spades here to come out on top. Double her career tally. She was the shorter price of the Ballydole duo, and that translated to The finish of the race. Huge run from Alpharat's on seasonal debut here. Big step up from her win in
followed by stable companion Current Option. Under pressure is Snapray Terrier. On the left is Green Sky, heading past the two. Serious Challenge with coming there in the black and red jacket is Casanova with Green Sky next. Then Lorne Kent and Razdan. Mr. Lincoln fades. Then Radeberg, followed by Take Heart and Sun there trying to weave a passage in behind them. Then Chazamy, Smooth Tom, right across the track, racing to the final furlong. And it is Casanova strongly pressed by in the centre. Radeberg with Chazamy coming home best of all ahead of Smooth Tom. Radeberg in a duel with Chazamy. Smooth Tom on the outside from last. Earls is flashing home. It's Chazamy's Irish Lincoln close for the second and third. Radeberg and Smooth Tom followed home by Casanova and then Earls and Summer Air.
Favourites won it. Chaz Esme has landed the Nua Healthcare Irish Lincolnshire, the big handicap on the opening day of the season, confidently ridden by Joey Sheridan. The 3-1 market leader has gone on to score. Radeberg's run a blinder, so too has Smooth Tom.
Storm being followed by Global Energy, who's bridging the gap. Then Rampage, Dumb Love played again. Zam, Grey Fable, Mowgli stays on. Also arriving late in the spots is Hoxie and then Magic Charm as Global Energy gets to the front running. Chicago Storm kicking away from Mowgli, and then comes Rampage 88. Hoxie next would see me through and Magic Charm, but it's Global Energy and Keithan Kennedy by a couple of lengths. Closing is the grey Mowgli. It is Global Energy from Mowgli and Magic Charm. That'll be the finishing order. See me through up for fourth, then Chicago Storm and Barrier.
So it's a winner here for Sheila Lavery. Sheila had one run well in one of the maidens earlier on, and Global Energy, who was last seen winning at Leopardstown in heavy ground in October, has picked up where he left off. Horse who's always given the impression Fran he was capable of it.
Hale in Livingston Range being followed by Master Garvey, Dark Viper, and then Downforce Mercurial being called on for a run. Then Bright Image, who's being followed by Jackie Brown. The Stray Sod and Marisi Diamond is starting to make ground. In between horses, a switch course to the centre of the track. Spread across, racing to the final furlong. Downforce, Master Garvey. Here comes Marisi Diamond with a wet sail. Dark Viper over on the far side. Then Geegan Pressing and Bright Image. The Stray Sod next, and it's Marisi Diamond who's come racing through the field. A go away with the Cavalier Equine Nutrition handicap. Marisi Diamond signed off, signs on a kind of winner in emphatic style from Dark Viper, Master Garvey. Downforce, Bright Image next, then Geegan Pressing. The Stray Sod out of the onion bag.
We've just seen another one do exactly what Global Energy did earlier on in picking up where he left off here with another win. Marisi Diamond, who returns to 2-1 favourites, has justified his position atop the market here in the finale.